One more time.
I know I have good friends. Who's who? That's me anymore. That's all I know. I live with a francophone friend. Doesn't teach me anything but dirty words, and I don't want to know dirty words. It's a pleasure to be here before you guys, young women, young men, aspiring new leaders. I hope that there is still a future for you young people that are coming up. It took a while for us to get here. We got lost. You had 3 GPSs going and everyone wanted to be right. We'd have been here about 2:30. Well, they had some strong heads. They said, this is the right way, this is the right wrong way. We're in circles all over the place. We got here. Anyway, it's been a hard times for me, but not in a way for me. For you, for your wives, for your husbands, for your children and grandchildren. This is what I do. I'm not in it for the money, never been. Never been in it for recognition or 15 minutes of fame. I'm just a common man from Northern Creek territory of Manitoba, who has children, who has grandchildren. And I like to give my grandchildren, my children, grandchildren, the same thing. I like to leave your children and grandchildren. And that's better future. Something they could look forward to that we are enjoying right now. That's our lands, our waters, and our resources. Some of us are getting old. We've used and we lived life and enjoyed these 3. What about these other ones that you see around us? That need to enjoy that. That needs something to be left for the little girl over there. That's it. And there's ones that are coming that are not even born yet. I'm only 51 years old. I had 7 children. I lost one 5 years ago. A 20-year-old daughter. Fatal accident. Left us a grandchild and a granddaughter and a grandson. I have 18 grandchildren, 19, almost. But this morning, my daughter-in-law lost her unborn daughter, who was 8 months. She was ready to. It's our every breaks you have sometimes in life. You may have heard that I started fasting this morning. I don't know if you guys seen yesterday's Power and Politics in Ottawa. I formally announced I'm going all out this time. Hard for us is take it or leave it. Message to us, First Nations. I'm giving my message to Harper, take it or leave it message. Well, let's play technique. Let's play chess. I'm a Cree, Aboriginal, like I said, from northern Manitoba. I've been a politician 34 years. I've been different things with the power to be provincial, federal, negotiating deals, treaties, agreements, oil and gas. I've been through it all. But over the course of those 34 years, it's always been a one-sided affair. I know what's good for you. You don't tell me what's good for you. I'll tell you what you need. You don't tell me what I need. You need. That's the light. That's where we come from. For you guys, I don't understand this treaty relationship, this nation to nation that I'm calling for to happen. If you could only, for once, maybe a few days spent in my reserve and live abhorring to the way we are treated, the way we have to live 24/7, 365 days a year, you would understand what I'm talking about. You would know what I'm talking about. You could probably get some kind of a concept, an idea, if I tell you what I'm talking about here, what I'm saying. But until you really experienced it, lived it, went through with it, go to sleep with it and wake up with it, only then will you really understand where I'm coming from and what I'm saying and why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're on a hunger strike. You see, prior to Europeans or settlers coming across this territory, this land, we had a good sense of who we were. We had a good sense of direction. We had our own self-governing structure. We had our own medical team. There is historical evidence and documentation that really clearly shows that I had persistent surgical experts coming from my people. For those of you that ever studied anything about us historically, you'd find that there are such things, there are such cases documented. That if you could amputate your leg, and you could provide medicine, a surgical precision that you wouldn't even, your leg wouldn't even bleed. That's how thorough my surgeons were. But somehow, when the settlers crossed, they thought they knew better. Thought they were just pagan savages no good for nothing. That is to be tamed because we're too wild. That our approaches in life, that our way of life, how we dealt things, didn't belong in this world. And needed to be destroyed, subdued in any way possible. Sure, we had our ups and downs through the course of generations. But what would you do if I went and approached your land, your house? What if I went to your house? I would knock on your door and ask you, can I come in? You said, yes. Come on in. Share food with me. Have a seat. Let's talk. 3 days later, I take over. I start saying, this is my house. You don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you when to eat, when you go to the washroom. If you don't, I'll kick you out. What would you do? This is what happens to us. We welcomed our brothers, our sisters, across the ocean, to our lands, to our wigwams, to our medicines, to our ceremonies. My God, even to our women. Sometimes they force themselves on it. They broke the spirit of my medicine men through alcohol, poisoning them, to the point where our medicine men started hurting our own people with the medicine that we used. This is where I come from. This is my history. How is your history compared to mine? Is it similar? Or is it different? This is my reality. This is where I come from. This is what I'm telling. For those that are willing to listen, lend a ear. When I went on a hunger strike the first time, December 12th, Chief Teresa Spence. By the way, I didn't even know she was on a hunger strike. We just happened to do it almost at the same time. She was 10 hours ahead of me. I did it, like I said, to preserve and conserve and do whatever I can to ensure that our lands, our waters, our resources could remain sustainable. And in one of these, you can come and visit my lands and see how beautiful it is. I don't want you to come there 10 years later and there's nothing to see. I don't want that. And I don't think you want that too for your own children, or your own land, or whatever you have land, you'll have how you have to live. With this Bill C-38, C-45, you don't even own your own land. The government can come and do anything they want with your land. You may hold title to it, but your title will be superseded by the Bill C-45 and the laws they have. Because the ministers have the arbitrary powers now. They're giving themselves all the power to do whatever it is they want to do, with or without your consent, with or without your informed decision. You can cry all you want, do whatever you want. The laws is going to say, I'll do what I want. I would care less what you think. This is where we are now. This is the point where we are right now. We used to have these democratic rights, free speech, He had a duty to consult with us, all of us. He had a duty to inform us. And we could freely express ourselves. But that's all gone. Whether you knew it or not, it's gone. You can still pretend it's there, but it's not there. But your world and my world are two different worlds. Mine is full of dark, hate, abuse, demoralized, demeaning, destructive, extortion, blackmail, sexual, physical, emotional, psychological, mental abuse. That's my world. I went to 3 residential schools in my lifetime. Think about anything that's as worse as you can get in your head. I went through that. And I'm not ashamed to say. I'm not ashamed to say. It wasn't my fault. I forgive the people. Whatever they did to me. That's me. My pipe that I have, given to me by elders, tells me, instructs me that I have to be loving and always walking in the solid sacred teachings. These teachings I talk about is how we relate to people, to everything out there, inanimate or animate. We respect, honor, humble ourselves in everything that we do. I do anyway. I wouldn't stand here right now if I wasn't. I walk the walk and I talk the talk, or I shut up. I've seen many that can, the grandest ideas that say I'll be there for you. But when you need them, where are they? Never around. That's another story. I came here to come in front of you to really see this Indian. That is supposed to be a human being, such a seal. That's supposed to get the same respect, the same honor, the same privileges, the same services that he gets. He's supposed to receive the same education, health, social, economic, quality. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't. It doesn't. Compare, I went to university, I finished university, I have a university degree. The monies I got to go to university and the monies you get, don't compare. You get about, let's say, just to throw it, figure out a year. Let's say you get 5,000 in 1 year. That's what I say, you probably get 14,000. That's a disparity. You know what my allowance was when I went to school, university? $43 a month. That's it. That's all I had left. $43 a month. How much did she get? That's the reality I come from. I've always known my life walk the red road. There's this red road, I don't know if you guys ever heard about it. They always talk about this red road. Walk the red road. Next thing you know, somebody's hitting somebody. Drunk, drugged up, cursing, gossiping, backstabbing, marital violence, domestic. That's not a red road. A red road is where you have unconditional love, respect, honor, humility towards your fellow man without any color, creed, religion, prejudice, or whatsoever. That is what you call a red road. If you see Indian right now, you're not walking a red road because you already put a wall colored in front of you. You already put that speck in your eye. Red road means there's no walls. There's no colors, there's nothing. All you see is your sister and your brother. That's what I try to walk every day. But I'm not perfect. Can you bring my pipe? Just take it out. Right here. Just take it out, all of it. Right out. And leave everything in there. There's a teaching in the pipe that reminds who we are, what we should be, how we should conduct ourselves, how we should live. Just take it right out. Take everything off and just bring whatever's those things that I need. I'm what you call a pipe carrier. Take it right out. All of it. We don't go around buying pipes from a store. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. It has to come to you by the members of your peers. To receive a pipe, I'll talk about this after. Eagle feather, star blanket. This honoring the person by the contact and the way they personify themselves holistically in the community. That's how you get these. Don't go around buying them and asking for them. You know this is a stamp. This is a daily reminder that we're not perfect. It's not straight. It's got rounded edges. And it can crack. That's how weak we are as men. It's a reminder we're not heavy, we're not strong. There's teachings in everything that we have, in everything that we hold, in everything that we do. We don't use these things to make a mockery or to worship it. They have specific purpose to why we use them. They remind us of who we are, what we need to be, what we need to do, how we have to conduct ourselves, and how imperfect we are. That's a reminder of a step. And you would see this protruding thing. We'll get to that. Things happen for a purpose. You don't see me get mad, do you? My teaching tells me to be patient and accept what comes. Here you have a pipe. It reminds us of a woman. Strong. Heavy. The bowl. Surely get a love from. A woman carries us with everything that she has. Carries the carriers of life. Carries a very heavy burden to bring life into this world. So it broke. That's okay. But everyone will come to me. It's meant to break here. There are a lot of things that we use in our lives, in our spirituality, to remind us who we are, what we are, not just a few. Now, going back to my hunger strike, why did I do it? What made me do what I had to do? 43 days on a hunger strike, not a hunger strike, fast. I could die. With 3 suspense, chief 3 suspense. My grandfathers lived off the land. They respected the land, the waters, and everything in it. My dad did the same thing. And my dad showed me the same thing, and I showed the same thing to my children. Based on these natural laws I keep talking about. You see, with us, we have no sense of ownership. We don't have the concept of what the land is, or ownership. Those are European doctrine words that was shoved into our brains. That nowadays, many of my people assert that we own land. It's ours. We are entitled to it and everything. But the reality is nobody owns land. Nobody has title to it. Where did this concept come from? Who had this idea that they owned land? They can cut the parcel of land and say, this is mine. You see, we are a multicultural society. All over the world there are different races utilizing land. And do what they can to live out it. We should do the same here. Why do we have to cut a piece? Say this land is mine. You don't come into it. You're trying to fight it here. Why does it have to come to that point? I can't ever fathom it. Maybe it's just because the way I think. I don't think the way greed works. The idea that I have to have it, I must have it in any way possible. I saw Chief Spence suffering alone, Victoria Island. There was no man beside her. And it takes a man and a woman to create life. A woman cannot create life on her own. A man cannot create life on his own. It takes two. This is why it's a holy and it out represents in a woman. And this man, when these two are not joined, it's not alive. They cannot bring life. But when you connect them, it becomes alive. It creates life. And that's another teaching. It's another teaching that we hold so dear where I come from, life. Honoring our women. Loving our women. Ensuring they get the best protection they have. Because they care their life. They carry the burden of carrying a child 9 months. And they carry the burden of bringing him or her into existence. Have you ever watched a woman in labor that are married? You see what they go through. You see all the pain that they have to go through just to bring that baby to this world. But it's all said and done, the joy that comes with it. All the pain is gone. All you see is joy. We may never feel that. That's why we're delaying us. If you don't have the strength and the durability, the rawness, the capability, the strength, the heavy burden that women have to carry. Well, there's these teachings that we have. It's going to pipe along. And this is what I want to take with me to Victoria Island. There's Chief Spence politicking, politics, trying to bring awareness to our rights, how to condition Sergeant Reserves. So I needed to go balance it. So I took my spirituality over there to go balance it, and also as a man to go join a woman and create that light, create that balance. So the world that a man and a woman can work together and never know each other. That was a message I wanted to carry. I had my own tent, she had her own tent. I did my teachings, I talked about my natural laws of respect, wisdom, honor, humility, honesty, courage, truth. Because when you put all these together, that's how we take a teaching, you create love. And that's all I talked about in my tent. I never went beyond it. When somebody wanted to ask a political question, I said, well, what's our next tent? You get your answer, they're phone, you're not going to get it from you. They tried many times to ask me, I said, no. You're going to ask political questions, OCT specs. I don't want to say anything here. I'm here, but here we be brother and sister. Let's share. Let's smoke pipe. Let's talk. That's what I do. That's what I did over there. And I went there to create a spiritual awakening. Because some of us have forgotten the Creator. A lot of us don't believe in the Creator. Some of us don't believe in anything. But we do. I do. I respect your position. As long as you respect my position as well. Ego. All of us have ego. We always say, oh, the guy's got too much ego. That lady's got too much spunk, too much ego in her. Like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? You know what ego represents really? If you take those acronyms one by one. Edged God out. That's what he did. He took God right out of our hearts, our minds, our spirits, our bodies, our schools, our churches, our constitutions. That's what ego is, in short form. And that's what we have, many of us. And we can't seem to get rid of it. You hold on to it as dear as you can. You fight for it, and some of us even kill for it. It's a pity when you have to go that far. So I went to the island, that's why I went and we introduced the Creator and the seven sacred laws to the people that came through my tent. That's all I did. Well, my friend, the Creator created me, my friend. That's what I did. That's what I did. I prayed for the country. I prayed for Chief Spence. I prayed for everybody that worked there. There's some people here that worked so hard there. Chris, that you see back there, he worked very hard for us, day in, day out. No matter what weather it was, he was there. And look at him, he's still here. And you can tell, he's not Indian. That's not him right there. Indian. Nice Roger there. There's Alex there. Understand this, there's he, right there. I get to know him. I got to work with them. But to know how good they are, good people. And sometimes that's all it takes. Please that answer. That's what I did. That's why I went there. So give one of your hands. That's the one thing we never do. How many of us can really say, you know, our own neighbor? How many of you guys ever shook your hand or say a word to your neighbor? One on this side, one on that side, one across the street. How many of us do that daily? How many of us say hi to a person coming towards you in the shopping center mall? Do you walk down? You turn your head. That's what we learn to do. We became dissociated with ourselves. And this is why we are where we are. That cut, that slapped it off. the connectedness with our loss, with our Creator, with Mother Earth, with ourselves. That's what He's done. So I try my best to go around and try to repair that, connect it back, and start that electricity going back in there, and restore that life that we've lost. The greatest challenge a person can ever make in life is to go from here and make their way down. Yeah. A lot of us never make it. A lot of us die trying. Sometimes still painful. And that was the hardest challenge you can ever make, is to go from here to there. This guy out here, that's got no feeling. This guy's got here will always want to take you wherever you want to go. There's no right from wrong. You could take your life and you feel nothing. But you come from here, this sort of feelings is, this one will tell you what's right or wrong. This one will tell you what's real or not. This one will tell you what the danger is. And this one's going to tell you don't go there. This one won't. This guy can twist and turn you wherever you want. We don't care. But many of us want to stay there. Yes, we do. I try my best to fathom this idea. This government is trying to take us into. But at what price? Come here, young lady. Here. Stand here. Hold this. For the people. Okay. What do you see her holding? Money, right? Okay. We all come to this point in life. What is more important? What is more important to preserve? What is more important to save? This money? Or this young lady? Well, there you go. This is what we need to do. We cannot let this lead the way. She has to lead the way. Life does. That's what we need to do. We have come to this threshold that this government wants to build an empire as much as they can. But at what cost? At the cost of her. That's what's happened. At the cost of her. And your children and your grandchildren. That's where we're at now. Well, you haven't realized it or not, but that's where we're at. Section, Bill C-38 opens all the waters that were protected. We used to have this, what she called First Nation Lands and Management Act. But that was repealed. That was taken out completely. In that act, in section 5, point A and B, B and C, we had a land that was set aside for the benefit for our use, for exclusive use. It was reserved for us. That has been repealed. Section 18 of the same Act gave First Nations power to that land. Section 20 gave the power of our laws over that land. That was being repealed. Now who holds the authority now? Used to be Governor General, now it's the Minister alone. Environment Minister. He can come to my land anytime he wants and do whatever he wants to do with it. I have no right to complain. I have no right to have a say on any matter affecting my waters. Many provincial parks and protected lands right across the country have been unlocked. One of these days, you're going to feel it. You are going to feel it. Bill C-45 takes away our treaty land, our title to land, our right to land and waters and resources. Countered decision handed down by the Supreme Court of Canada back in 1973 clearly states unequivocally that we have a right to land. The Kieran case, 1984, clearly tells the government to have a fiduciary obligation to the interest of Indians. Always. Sparrow case, 1990, tells them they have a duty to consult, to inform on any matters that's going to affect the First Nations. International Labor Law, Convention 107 and 109, recognizes our autonomy, our right to afford our own political future and our own governance structure. Section 18 Indian Act, so it's been highly criticized, journalistic, genocidal, governing structure that holds all the power to minister and First Nations have nothing. But Section 18 is a little, it's good that it's there, because it's supposed to at least recognize that there's land set aside for specific use and benefit for the natives, Indians. You can document all these cases that we handed down by the highest government of the land, reaffirming, recognizing that we have these rights entitled. Section 35 of the Constitution of Canada entrenches those existing rights. Section 25 of the Charter of Right and Freedom shields those rights. But yet, the government doesn't recognize, doesn't hold up to it, turns its backs on it. We have won as many cases as they have won in theirs. Not once did they ever act and respected the decisions that we won. But every time they win a case against us, man, they go overboard with it. This is the life I live. This is where I come from. This is the very reason why I'm hunger striking right now. No food, no water. I have run out of options as to what to do to make this stop. This continued atrocity, continued abuse to our lands, our waters, our resources. You need as much as water, land, and resources as I do. I didn't come here to stake claim on land, water, resources. No, I didn't come here at all. I came here to help me. Let's walk together and let's fight together to preserve the waters that's left, to preserve the lands that's left and the resources that's left, so our kids will have a future. I didn't come here to dictate to you. I came here humbly. To help me. Help walk with me. Please walk with me. To try to take whatever's left we have. I'm not asking for much. I didn't come here asking for anything more. But to walk with me for our future generations to come. That's all I came here for. That's it. Nothing more. I cried. I wish that's how I was passing out for life. Many times I cried at night, just thinking of what is happening to this world, this society called Canada, and where it's going. You have a mom, right? You have a mother? You and a mother. I'll ask you guys both questions. Same with all of you guys here. What do you want your mom to be raped? To be decimated? To be beaten? To be stripped of her clothing until she lays there bare naked, and then they leave? Would you do that? I don't think so. You do all you can to protect your mother. This land we call Mother Earth. That's why we use that term, Mother Earth. She provides every love, all the medicine, all the food, all the nurturing, all the love, the air that you breathe, the water that you drink. She provides everything as your mother did as you grew up. Don't you think it's about time you give that respect back to Mother Earth? Don't you think it's about time you honor and gave her something in return for all she gave to you to be where you are today? To be who you are today, strong. When are you going to give something in return to Mother Earth? Are you always going to turn your back or say, forget it? I'm happy with what I have. I'm complacent with what I have. I'll keep what I have. Stay away from me. I'm happy with what I have. Sometimes we get to be complacent. These egos, these self-interests, personal agendas, they blind us. And we forget that there's a neighbor. There's neighbors that may aspire to want something that you're about to destroy. Don't you think you should give them, at least tell them what you're about to do, and let's see what they think about it, instead of just watching it and forget them. Well, this is what's happening to us now. We have all this supposed to be rich resources in Canada. Abundant waters, abundant lands. But we have been stripped to have a say on anything that matters with those three. Take one of those out of the equation, and there's no life. Any of them. There'll be no life. Take any of them. Take them on. This is my reason why I'm continuing to spiritually fast. Because I don't want to lay a finger on my brother. That's what I want. That's what I'm for. I'm not for that. I don't want to take arms. No. At least in my heart. Also my love, my respect, my honor. If I ever see Harper, I'll tell him I love you, brother. I would. And I would mean it. I love you, Harper. You're my brother. I respect you. I honor you. I humble myself before you. I would. With no second thought. But it's his actions that I'm concerned with. It's not him personally. It's how he approaches things without including the collective. That's where it's at right now. So today is my day one. Not even. I've been 12 in the last 3 or 4 days. Oh, big man, I think I'll last a few more days than that. When I first fasted, I was 240, and when I was done 43 days later, I was 195. I wouldn't even fit back into my old clothes that I had. So I just wrapped my old jacket that I had back home almost twice. Trying to put my pants on to get right up. To give him away. So today, I wanted to come here. Constance and Alex and everybody else that worked hard to get me here, I didn't want to disappoint. I'm a man of my word. When I say something, I do it. Like I said, I just don't talk. I will never just talk. I will take action, no matter what that action is going to be. That's who I am, that's what I am. How much see what you call now an elder in my society? And a lot of people have a hard time with that. They say, how can you be an elder if you have no white hair? And I say, well, thank you very much. But anybody can be an elder. You can be an elder as young as you are, because there are little ones younger than you are. You are an elder to them. Eldership is based on the example, on the role model that you live, how you live, the way you live, how you characterize yourself, how you personify yourself, outwardly, externally, at all times, towards your fellow man and everything else out there, how you interact with. That's where wisdom comes in. And their peers will honor you with such thing as the pipe. Start blanket, leave a feather. But many people just get the regular brown feather. How do they get this white feather? To receive a white feather is the highest honor anybody can ever receive in Indian country. There's nothing higher. There's nothing more sacred. This is the highest honor you can ever have. Many people die trying to get this. How do they get it in such a short time? You know what I mean? If you ever find out, can you come and tell me? I'm still asking the question myself. Here I was a common man prior to December 12th, just a hunter, common man, working, going on this journey. 43 days. Next thing I know, I'm being honored at everything there is in the book. I start getting this word, Elder Robinson. Whoa, where did I come from? Chief Robinson, whoa, another chief. All these things. Next thing I know, I go back home to Manitoba. They have an honoring ceremony for me. All the chiefs in Manitoba had a ceremony and gave me this. And they tell me, this is who you are. This is what you are. You have earned this. What you did for us, the way you sacrificed yourself, the kind of love and the thing you were willing to do, even put your life on the line for the sake of life. You deserve this. And the person that gave this to me was given to him by his elder. According to him, this feather has only been given or handed down to about four people. And he called me what he called Middewi. Middewi means all heart, nothing but heart. That's what he called me. This guy nuts. David? Looking around. Really? Okay, whatever, I said. But that's what he called me. I said, yeah, and he said, think about it. I would urge you to follow that, he said. I would urge you to live it, because that's what you have shown. And he gave me this. And he bestowed me that honor as a grand elder. He was beyond elder. I can't get any higher. Well, unless they call me grand or elder, I don't know. Maybe there's such a thing. I don't know. When I got home, the women did the same thing. They put a star blinded on me, got elders. When they blessed me and gave me the title of grand elder. Same thing happened here in Concordia territory a few weeks ago. I don't ask for these. People ask me, where the heck did you get that elder from? Where did you get the elder from? I said, I don't know. Ask the people that are giving it to me. I don't know. Why is it they're giving it to me? I don't know. Ask them. It's not me I'm doing it. I don't go around picking up a name. If you want to know, you ask the people that are giving this to me. They know. They're the one that gave it to me. So you want to ask, if you want answers, you go to them. I can't answer that for you. I think I know, but I'd rather not say. It's the people. So, it's been an honor, it's been a privilege. I humble myself before you as a brother, as a fellow human being that wants nothing more than love, some kind of love you want, some kind of love you need, some kind of respect, honor, dignity. That's all I need. And It is my hope that now that you have this information, that you do something about it. When you came here, what did you expect here? What brought you here? What is that you wanted to see? Did you aspire for something? Did you hope for something? What is it you're going to take home from here after you're done? You have been given a knowledge of something that you may have never heard of until now. But now that you know that you have it in you, it's been told to you, where are you going to go from here? There's the story of a wise medicine man that used to live back, way, way back. He could cure all, he could do all, he could just lay a hand on a person, heal it, bring stability in chaos. But there was one thing. He was blind from birth. Yet he had all these gifts. Well, there's these two boys that really used to ridicule him, didn't believe in him. It was a fake. That he faked this blindness just to keep that status in the community. So one day, after trying all they can to denounce him in the community, that didn't work, they finally tried to make it a point that they're going to prove it wrong. So they set out in the bush, got a live bird, turned into the medicine man's hut. But the medicine man heard her before they were even a mile away. And he yelled out there all out and said, "What do you guys want?" See, we know you were faking. You could see us all the way from there. Now that nobody's around, you're telling us you could see. We know you could see. He said, "No, just wouldn't be my other senses." Okay. We'll take that. He said, "Okay, come on in. Come on, over here. What do you guys want?" Got this place. He said, "Well, we have something behind our backs. You tell us what we have." So it's easy. Got a bird. Wow, like a guess. And still doubting this old man. And he asked him, "Well, now you're telling me, is it alive or dead?" You know what the old man said? "A voice that's entirely in your hands." See, you have the power to give life or take life. You really have that power. You can give life or take life. It's up to you. The more frowns you give out there, the more deaths you create. The more neglect you give a person, the more distress, anxiety, hate, prejudice, to the point that person kills themselves. You see, many of us out there are looking for one reason to end our lives. There's literally a lot of people out there looking for one more reason to take their life. Would you like to be that last person they ran into and did not show love to that person? Next thing you know, you turn on the TV, and you're gonna ask the person, and they'll have a yes, and the time is right to show what's right. Got that power to give life or take life. It's up to you how you're going to use it from this day forward. I didn't come here to preach to you, no. I just came to share information. I don't have a right to preach to you. I don't. I can only share what I know, what I am. That's it. That's all I have. None of us have the right to preach to anybody. But we always share what we have, hoping that whatever it is that we have, it's going to help that person. So, that's really it. That's all I wanted to share. So I want to continue my hunger strike. I put it in the hands of the Creator now. I'm at peace. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I hope I come out alive. I pray I come out alive. But I gave my spirit, my body, my soul to the Creator already. It's in His hands now. How He's going to let me come out of this. So with that, thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you, everybody. Grand Elder Raymond says that he's open to taking a few questions, so if you have a question, you can just go ahead and put up your hand. Yes, Roger.
You shoot there. You can go sit on this. These are my helpers. Just not my fingers.
Yes, Raymond, a question. I was watching on TV yesterday when you made the announcement that you were starting the hunger strike, and I was noticing a lot of the tweets coming in, and I was reading them, and a lot of people are really concerned about your health. Like, I think there's a lot of, well, some of the messages that were coming in are that you're a lot more valuable to this movement alive than you are dead. And a number of the tweets were saying, please take liquids, at the very least. You mentioned just a few minutes ago about how each one of us has the power of light in our hands. And I'm hoping that I can convey this message to you, because I'm afraid the Harper government is not going to listen to too many people very quickly. And I just want to make sure that you're still around to be giving messages in the future. Will you take liquids?
I'll take that into consideration. That's why I want to leave it at that for now. I know what they're asking. I understand. I can feel the question. I'll put it this way. I love you, brother. I'll do anything for you. even to the point of giving my death, showing me off life. Anytime you need my life, so you can have life, come ask me, I'll give it. I want you to think twice. I mean that. And they say that right here in front of you. That's how much I love life. That's how much I care about life. And I'm willing to die so that everybody may have life. If my death can save lives, I am going to go all the way. I'm just one person. But look at amongst me. If I can save the collective, go for me. And I would. I know what you're asking. I hear you. I said I'll consider it. But I'll leave it at that.
You asked what we were going to take from what you said. And what I take from it is that I have been watching Harper for about 22 years now, from the time he was coming up with President Mack. And I have hated what he stood for. But when you said that you could say that you love the human being, the little child that he used to be, the spirit is sick in that man, and the people that follow him are very sick spirits, and that's what I'm taking away, is I'm going to try to always look on the compassionate side and put the hate away. Not because I forgive them for what they're doing, no, but in order to have the good strength that you're talking about, which.
Thank you. I think that is the best way to approach this. You can't fight fire with fire. I think, to me, at least from my perspective, there needs to be a spiritual awakening in this country and start coming from the heart. These natural laws that we always aspired to have and always wanted to have in our lives. So I commend you that you're going to be going forward in this manner, in this attitude. I encourage everybody else to do the same. I stated, I got no superpowers. I don't have the answers. I'm limited in knowledge too. But I've been given a path to walk. Maybe, I don't know, it's out of stubbornness, I don't know. But I believe in what I'm doing. I'm at peace in the decision I made. I really am. If you are so concerned of my health, my well-being, don't concern yourself over me. I'm just one person. Be concerned of all of these. What's going to happen to them? Be very concerned about their health and their well-being, what the upper government is doing. Put your energy on that. Don't concentrate on me. Concentrate on saving the collective, not just the one. That's how I look at it.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, and I think I speak for everyone here, how much admiration, to say minimally, we have for this decision you're making and how serious it is. And I just wanted to say I find it so incredibly unthinkable that you have to go to this extent, along with Chief Spence, to even get a response from what we call the government. My question was, you know, you say you're an individual, but also the collective. What do you think we could do? You're doing your part. What do you think we could do? Write to Harper. Do you have any suggestion? Because I feel that we all could do something. You're doing so much. but we all could take a step and try to change things and mobilize. Do you have any suggestions?
Right to MPs. And everything I just said last hour and a half. I gave you knowledge of where I come from, what my people are faced with. Go tell your friend. And tell your friend to go tell your friend. And to take action to stop this. Not through violence, not through arms, but do what you can to show to the government that their actions you're not going to tolerate. I do what I can, and what I do is what you see me do here. I just talk to all my people here. Now you guys spread out and go talk the same thing I talk, and ask them to take action too. Don't just leave here and go home and forget that you ever heard from me. Oh, that Dominion, that's nothing. Don't do that. Please don't. If you love life, if you love this country, if you love these resources, waters, if you love your fellow man, your neighbor is sitting with, you will do something about it. Write to Harper. Don't boycott this bill. Do something in this school to bring awareness to the young people like you, that they don't go this route when their time has come to be up there. Try to persuade them in any way you can to change their minds, their attitudes. If you see people that are acting towards people as you don't think it's right, don't just let it happen. Do something about it. But cautiously at the same time. That's what all I can really say. I know you're looking for answers from me. I don't have all the answers. What I do is go out there. My speech is educate people of who I am, what I am. I talk to my MPs constantly. I harass my MPs right across Canada. I harass my chiefs. I would harass Harper, but I don't know where the heck he is. I never find him. So I do what I can. Just do what you can. Whatever his capabilities are. I'm pretty sure you know what to do. I'm sorry if I didn't give you specific enough.
No, I think you gave a good answer. I think we should all harass Harper a little more because he's harassed us enough. So.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm Canadian, but I live in Japan for 22 years. And that December 11th, I was, going through the Facebook and heard you talking, and I thought, yeah, protecting waters and loving the earth and future generations. And the month before, there was some children from Fukushima who came down to where I live. And the little kids were asking me, can I touch that rock? And can I touch that flower and a piece of grass? And I said, sure, you can. And then they played in the nature, and they were happy that they could touch and roll around in the grass. And then it was time to go back. And they decided to bring gifts home for their friends. So they had a little bag, and they picked up, little tufts of grass and some leaves and a shell and a flower. And I said, what are you going to do with those? And well, I'm going to give them to my friends because we're not allowed touching anything. We can't play outside. And of course, it's not in the media, and it's not, you know, and these kids. And I thought about Canada. Whoa, the waters are going to be protected, and tar sands, and the people dying of cancer. And I have a friend in North Saskatchewan who doesn't want them to dump the nuclear wastes in the land and continue the uranium mining and all this, you know, nuclear issue, because that's going to feed more and all this. And I was just thinking, here are the children in front of me who can't play with nature, and your message really hit my heart. And so if there's a message I can say is that, yeah, you share with whoever's in front of you, and respect the earth, and really go for that. Recycle the garbage, and really, if you could put something solar to save energy or do anything that will help the earth, now's the time. There's no other time. But most importantly is to help the people, help the heart, the people to have courage, because it's going to take courage to get through this, because it's there's people who are really on the line. Anyway, I wanted to give you this. It's just, these are some women that made these buttons, and it says, "We save the children from the radiation, radioactivity," and it's women and the mothers that are. So I wanted to give you that. Yeah. Thank you.
I want to share something with you that's out. I know it's not a question or an answer, but I'd like to say just this about my community. There's this talk that we don't know how to finance ourselves in terms of money. Let's see if we can finance yourselves out of this one. I come from a community of 8,000 people. We get money based on every registered person in the land. We get $20 for every person. You know when was the last time they raised that per capita funding? 1982. Back then we were about 2,500 people, 3,000 people. And that's still the funding we get this year. We don't get funding for the additional 5,000 that increased since 1982. We don't. We have to provide their basic needs, their repairs, their waters, social, economic, welfare, health, based on the 3,000 per capita population funding we still get. And it's hard. How would you do that? So let's say these guys represented 3,000, this 8 here. Now these ones were born after. How are we going to provide that and just have enough to feed these? And they're going to increase and coming. And there's no new money's coming. How are you going to do that? If you can give me an answer, please write to me. I want to give it to my chiefs.